tonight is cloudy with a 20% chance of rainfall and a high of 64 degrees to a low 48. Tomorrow, we will see a sunny day with a high of 78 degrees and a low 62. Make sure to go out in beautiful weather. Next, we have a very exciting interview with two very important women, Rachel Parker Plummer and Cynthia Ann Parker, who will both tell us stories from the 1830s.
Hello again, dear viewers. I'd like you to meet both Rachel and Cynthia here today. The events that have haunted both Cynthia and Rachel occurred during the time Native Americans and white people began to interact more closely. During this time period, a group of natives called the Comanche heavily abused white people, especially white women, Rachel and Cynthia being two of their numerous victims. However, to fully understand their stories, we must first understand the reason behind this clash of cultures. At the time, Native American women greatly differed from the white pioneer women. Where pioneer women were more focused on satisfying the needs of their families and were treated as inferior, Native women were more cultural and equal in their societies. Native women had several important responsibilities, including managing the crops and food distribution. Despite how different the women were, they both enjoyed celebrations and socializing. For a time, the two groups interacted well together. However, soon enough, a sudden strife occurred between the pioneers and natives.
Once the groups infiltrated each other's territory, there was an outbreak of violence. People were abused, homes were destroyed, there were shortages in food, and diseases ran rampant in many villages. This leads us into the story of both Rachel and Cynthia, who were both closely involved in the intense conflicts between natives and whites. So, Rachel, what happened May 19th, 1836?
I was inside the house and I heard a commotion outside. When I went to go see what happened, I was shocked. To my horror, the Comanche tribe was raiding our village. I witnessed the brutal murder of my uncle. He was beaten, cut, and his scalp was peeled back. I tried to run away with my child, but I was clubbed over the head.
Can you describe your abduction?
After I was clubbed over the head, me, my son, and another woman were taken by the Indians. Me, my aunt, and Lucy Parker were stripped, raped, and raped by multiple Comanche men. After a few days of traveling, the Indians decided to separate us and they took my dear James away from my arms. It was the last time I saw him. I was given to an older Indian man. His wife and him constantly abused him. I was carrying my child at that time, and 7 weeks after my baby was born, the Indians took away my baby and ripped him into pieces. After that, I felt like there was no reason to live, and I would try everything to make the Indians kill me. One time, I refused to do work, and this Indian woman attacked me, but I fought back and killed her. The other natives just watched as I killed her, and after the attack, I was treated with respect. Finally, I was treated to a Mexican man, and my father finally tracked me down, bought me, and returned to my husband.
Who exactly were the Comanche?
The Comanche were a Native American tribe who were known for their brutal methods. They were a very hostile group of Indians who fought against the white settlers who took their land. It was common for the natives to take captives and torture them. They would most often rape the woman. Any woman who survived were disfigured, and it was very hard for them to regain their normal life.
When you were a captive, how were you treated?
At first, I was treated very badly. The men who owned me abused me, and I had many burns. They also took my baby and killed him. But after I killed that native woman, the Indians started to treat me as an equal. I realized they value bravery than anything else.
Did you ever try to escape your captivity?
No, I did not. I wanted to return to my family alive.
Thank you for your time, Rachel.
My pleasure.
After the break, we'll switch over to Cynthia Ann Parker for her story.
I'm Serena Huang, and we are here with Rachel Parker Plummer and Cynthia Ann Parker. Cynthia, describe your story.
Well, just like Rachel, I was taken from my mother by the Comanche. They cut down and killed my father and other men from the village. After I was captured, though, I was treated with care and love, and I began to learn the Comanche ways and live among them.
There are many rumors about how Comanche captives were treated viciously and with no mercy. Do you agree?
Although Rachel was treated viciously, I have to disagree. The Comanche accepted me as one of their own, and as I began to learn their ways, I realized that they weren't as savage as I had previously thought.
I see. How long were you with the Comanche?
I was with the Comanche for 24 years.
How did you become separated from your tribe?
Because of the new white settlers, food and land was scarce. We had already packed and decided to move camp somewhere else, and all of a sudden, many English soldiers came and attacked my camp. They killed our men and horses. My daughter Prairie Flower and I tried to escape, but one of the Englishmen shot down our horse. I soon realized that my husband, Peter Nakona, had been killed in battle, and I was devastated.
And how was life afterwards?
Life afterwards was hard and depressing. I dearly missed my two sons, Plana and Peanuts. That was where I missed my camp. That was where I spent most of my life. My friends and family were all gone, and I was never to see them again.
That is all the time we have for today, folks. See you next time. I'm Serena Huang.
And I'm Ashish Pavat,
And we are Frontier News.